Hey everyone, what's going on? It's your boy Krebsy Crypto, and for today's video, I'm just going to be doing a quick mining rig update and showing you guys what I'm all mining and like what algorithms and what coins. And I've also picked up a new addition to my mining rig setup. I've picked up an AntMiner Z9 Mini, but we'll go over that in this video. But we'll go over the details on like how much it can mine and the profits for it and all that for the AntMiner here. But before we get started, I just want to apologize for the lack of uploads over the past week or so. It's just in my apartment building, there's been some construction going on, so it's been quite loud. So in order to make the video, there was constant background noise. And then my work schedule got shifted around for that week too. So by the time I was home, it literally made it impossible for me to make a video because of the time the construction workers were going, and then by that time I had to be getting ready for my next day at work anyways. So I didn't want to make a video with all this background racket going on, and you know, it would obviously wreck the whole video for me and you guys. But now I should be back to making my regular like videos, like, you know, a few a week now. But anyways, let's get right into today's video. So we'll start off over here with my GTX 1060, 3 gigabytes, both of these right here. I currently have them mining, I think it's pronounced Equihash 192, I think it is. So yeah, it's doing the Equihash 192, I believe it's pronounced. Sorry if I butchered that. But it seems to be the most profitable for 3 gigabyte graphics cards, at least my GTX 1060s. I can show you it running right here. I have it currently converting over to Doge, and I've been doing that for probably around the past half a month to a month, and I've made around 200 or so Doge from doing that. So not too bad of numbers. Of course, I've had other miners off and on helping here and there, but nothing too crazy. These two have been the main ones I've been using to constantly have my Doge go into my wallet, and I've been using the Dogecoin Core wallet, so everything is just stored offline / online, just on the Core wallet. And then as you see over here, I don't have any overclock or anything, and yeah, the temperature is quite low. That's just because I have this set up over here right by kind of a window, and right now in Canada it's winter time, so it's quite cold, so I just leave the window open. The reason I have this power limit knocked down because I've been having trouble with this graphics card here with the thermal paste and such, so I'm still needing to try to adjust that. For some reason I've applied new thermal paste, but when I up the power limit, the temperature just goes through the roof still, so it seems to work well when the power limit's down low. And then I don't have the mouse hooked up right now. I'll show you the other one. It runs around like 50 degrees at 80% power limit. But as you can see, we'll try to get a good focus. The top one, the 20.18 sols, or the 19.76 in brackets there, that's the first main graphics card. That's this guy here. That's the onboard one. And then the one below it, the 18.20 I think it is, and then 18.39. That's this one that's having a little bit of trouble. So it's still pulling in all good numbers and still runs profitably, just because I do not pay for hydro. But even if I did, this would still make a profit because I'm pulling in over like $1 something a day just from these two cards alone. Now if we go to my other rig here, my GTX 1650, this is currently just a 4 gigabyte. It's technically the mobile version of the GTX 1650 or the 1660 Super, whatever you want to call it. This is normally like for laptops, but they made like the mobile version for desktops. But it's 4 gigabytes, so obviously I'm mining Cacao right now, and that's going over to Ravencoin. I can show you on the computer here. I just gotta swap the inputs. I'll let that change over for a second. Alright, so as we see, we have Cacao going here. I'll focus it in. I have pretty good temperature and overclock settings for it. Temperature sits at about 53 degrees, sometimes even lower, because like I said, I have it set up by the windows and it's winter time. Power limit's around 85, temp limit 78, fan speed 85, core clock 150, memory clock 175. I'm still adjusting these two, like these two here. The memory clock is what you have to focus on for Cacao, so core clock I keep around 150, and this is the one that I keep holding up every few hours to keep trying to get more power out of it. Right now it's running around 9 megahash, so it's not bad at all for like the mobile version of a graphics card. And for the temperature it's running at, because Cacao is usually a pretty hardcore algorithm for heat and everything. So as long as you have a proper setup going, the temperatures, you can control them, and you can have high power limits, and as well as keeping the temperature down, just like on mine. I know it might not be good because of like moisture and stuff, having it right near a window, but it just keeps it cool, and I figure instead of having it run at 60 plus degrees all the time, why not try to have it run a bit cooler? And then as you see, I have these two additional fans, one here, it's intaking the air here and just blowing it across the board, so it's always just cool air in my room here. And this one is just blowing across that one, so same type of sense there. And usually with the Raven coin for my 1650, I pull anywhere from like 6 to 8 Raven coin in like a 24-hour span or 12-hour span. I forget whichever it calculates on the 2 miners pool. I think it's every 24 hours. So every 24 hours I get about 6 to 8 Raven coin, and then the payout's at 10, so about a day and a little bit more, and then I get a payout of Raven coin, so it's not bad at all. So if you have like a lower end like Kapow mining rig, you could use 2 miners just because of the low payout. You could also use Z pool, which is what I use for these ones here for my Doge, because they have a one-time payout each day for 1.75 Doge, or sorry, 1.25 Doge. And then if you hit 5 Doge, they do a payout every 4 hours. And currently with my Kapow one, it roughly makes like 70-60 cents within 24 hours and then some. Obviously it's not going to be crazy amount of money for like this one here because it's just the mobile version, so I can't tweak it as much. It doesn't have as much power as a normal 1650 or 1660. But now we're going to go on to the AntMiner here. I picked this guy up on like a great deal. I got the AntMiner Z9 Mini from a buyer on eBay. I think it cost me like, trying to remember how much it was. It cost me, I think it was like 80 to 90 or 80 to $100 roughly, give or take. I have to go back on my eBay and check, but still is a pretty good deal because it's just like, you could call it a household AntMiner because you can just run it at home, and it's fairly like adjustable when it comes to the fan speeds and like the sound. It is fairly loud. I'm pretty sure it runs normally. I don't know if it's at 100% fan, so it's about 65 or 75 decibels if you know sound. And that's quite loud, so that's why I don't have it running right now, because I feel like you guys wouldn't hear me in the video. And then in here, in the tote here, I have a Bitman power supply. Let's see if I can lift that up and show you guys. I have it sitting in here. Some people might say it's not good to run it in there because it doesn't get the ventilation, but when I do run it, I make sure to open the corner closest to the window so it pulls in the cold air. And that's just because like when I got this thing, it was only like 40 or 50 bucks like for the power supply, but then when I got it, like it runs fine and everything, but it is just a little bit louder than the actual AntMiner itself. So I tried having the power supply out and then the AntMiner in the tote, but it was just too loud, and now I switched it around, and this is a lot easier because I can actually adjust the fan on this thing. And it's currently an equihash miner. I think I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I botched it, but that's what this is only meant for. So it can't go and do like, different algorithms like Kapow and such. It is stuck to one algorithm, and then you can convert it to other coins on like Zpool, or you can use 2 miners and directly mine like Zcash and things like that. Right now, with the price of Bitcoin going up and down, roughly this has been in the ballpark of 50 to 60 cents a day profit. I'll post a link in the description, so if you want, you can go check out the profitability if you were to get one yourself, because obviously electricity cost is a factor for most. I don't pay electricity costs, so when I run all these machines, this is all just profit for me. I just don't have it running now because I'm pretty sure it'd be too loud and you guys would not be hearing me, just because it is quite loud being in my small room here. So give or take, depending on the price of it, like all the coins and the price of the algorithms and the coins on the algorithms, I pull anywhere from like $2.50 to $3. I've even pulled, there's been days and weeks where I've pulled $4 or $5 just because things have been pumping a lot. So just because the price goes down, don't stop mining, don't give up. Obviously, if you're in the scenario of electricity rates and you start losing money because of the price, yes, in that case. But if you're just kind of like me and you're just mining because you have like the free electricity and things like that, just keep these things running, keep building up, because when the price of the coin goes down, in theory, you can almost get more of that coin because it is a cheaper price. So you'll mine a little bit more of it, and there's more transactions going on because the market's panicking and a lot of people are buying and selling, so it's causing a lot of fluctuation. So you might notice you might not always have like a stable profit, but at least I recommend, if you can, at least like in the sense of electricity and everything, keep the machines running and keep them going. I know I don't have this running, but like I said, I'm just recording a video. I'm still adjusting it too, so it can be a little bit quieter because there is some mods and additional parts you can buy for the AntMiner itself here. There's like a stealth thing you can add to it so it quiets it right down. You can add it to like the back side, because we'll go right here. The back side here just blows out all the warm air, and the side takes in all the cool air. But yeah, like I say, everyone, you always just wait for the deals to pop up and you can slowly expand. I know it wasn't like a huge upgrade, but everything does help in the sense if you budget it properly and as long as your electricity costs stay down. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I just wanted to go over and give you guys a quick update on everything. Like I said though, we'll be back to like normal news videos and tutorials and things like that now that my schedule is back to normal and like the construction's over in the apartment building here. So everything should be back to going. But I just wanted to show you guys that like you can expand, you can make money with a budget mining rig, and things can work out. You don't always need the top like 3060s or 2060s spending, you know, triple digits, like crazy amounts, like 500, 800, $1,000 on a graphics card. Because yeah, you can make a few bucks a day, but you might as well go for something cheaper and buy like more of that, and then you can make more in the long run of things, in my opinion. But hey, we'll see how this journey ventures out. I have a few more graphics cards I'm looking at, so hopefully I can fill up the rest of this, or keep going down the wall here and have this whole side, even like a big, eventually like a big rack setup, so I could have all these rigs going. But I hope you all have an amazing day, and I hope this helped you guys in some way, even if it just gave you some information that you didn't know about on like a mining rig or anything like that. And if you did enjoy, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button as it helps me out. But this is Krebsy Crypto signing out.